Hey everyone. So, my message, sometimes you don't have to believe that a person is evil to believe that they're against you. Sometimes a person may not appear evil, but they're oppositional, which basically means that anything that you want, they're against it. So, you might be like, oh, my cousin loves me, or my mom loves me, or my best friend loves me. But sometimes they can be oppositional, which basically means that they're opposed to anything that is for you. And at that moment, you need to believe that it's okay to cut ties or to, um, not be around them as much as you usually are, because that person is not there for your greater good. Okay, they might be there to like bring you cupcakes or bring you candy or whatever, but if at that time you're trying to lose weight, is that going to be the greatest good for you if you're trying to lose weight and the person that you're with is stuffing you full of, or bringing home donuts, or I was just thinking about you and I baked your favorite pie, but you're trying to lose weight though, right? Okay, so at that point they're oppositional. They may not be evil, but it can actually go, it's, weight loss is not as important as your life, but I mean it is your life, but I'm saying like it's not life threatening that they brought you cookies or something like that, but they're not there for your greater good. And it is okay to do what's necessary to protect your peace, to protect your surroundings, your environment. 222 on the phone. I'm learning that myself at this point, because there are people, um, and there's that song that says, they smile in your face and all, they always want to take your place. The Backstabber song. Sometimes it's not in that form. Like they're not trying to backstab you, but they inadvertently backstab you by sabotaging you, not even realizing that they're sabotaging you, or um, nasty nice. That's what I call it. Nasty nice is, I want you to get ahead, but not ahead of me. I want you to have a nice house, but not as much as me. I want you to have good things in your life. I want your kids to thrive, but not as good as mine. Like they have an inner competition, but the inner competition is not, it's in their subconscious, it's not in their conscious. So they're not going to outright tell you, I want you to succeed, but I don't want you to succeed better than me. They're going to tell you, oh, are you sure you want to open that business? Are you sure you want to take that job? The job is across town. Why do you want to drive across town for 20,000 more dollars? And why are you telling them their business too, right? How do they know all your business? When people know all your business, they get comfortable. And then they want to calculate. They want to count your chickens. Okay, they're looking in your egg basket. They're looking at your chickens. They're counting your chickens before they hatch. And you're trying to figure out why you have such stagnancy in your life. And I'm preaching to myself, right? But you want to feel like we're all here to succeed. We all want to win. You get on YouTube and listen to all these motivational stuff and you send it to your friends because it inspires you, but it irritates them. And they're not going to tell you that. So, 444 on the phone. But they're not going to tell you that it irritates them that you're succeeding. They're not going to tell you that it irritates them to see you happy in love, to see you to see your kids doing well, you know, to see that you got a raise or you got a new car or whatever. Um, I myself get genuinely excited for people when they come up, because I'm like, wow, if you can come up, we can all come up together. Like, let's do some stuff. I'm an Aquarius. I am humanitarian by default. I love to see people succeed. I don't like to see anyone fail. When I was a teacher, I would see the kid in the corner that shied away from everyone, and it'd be like, by the end of this year, I want that kid to have confidence. I want that kid to be um, excited about life. Not even just like, oh, I want them to get A's and I want them to pass this course. No, I'm like, I want to find out what that child wants to do in life, and I want to point them in the right direction. That's me, right? But not everybody's like that. And sometimes you have to realize not everybody's like that. Even though they smile and they say good things and they have all of these, platitudes and, they quote gurus and stuff like that, they're not here for your happiness. Because if you're more happy than I am, because they measure everything. If you're more happy than I am, I'm pissed because I can't be as happy as you, even though I should be happy with what I have. Even though I came a long way, I'm not in the ghetto anymore. I figured a way to get rid of the roaches in the house, and I got a new house, and now I don't got to deal with rats and roaches anymore, right? By the way, I'm from the Bronx, so I grew up there in here in Texas, so I know a little bit about ghetto life, even though I don't sound like it all the time. But like starting from the bottom and celebrating where you are, they don't get that. They're always looking in someone else's pockets. They're always trying to figure out how to get what you got. And you have no idea. Because like I said, they're feeding you cake and pie and ice cream just to see if they can sabotage or not. You can't have more weight loss than me, right? I can't be the fat friend. I hate to say it like that, but you know what I'm saying, right? So take assessment, look around at your connections, and like I said, it could be anyone in your life. It could be your very best friend, or it could be a family member, a close family member, or just a family member that you hang out with a lot, right? But there are people out there ready to take the chance and steal your joy just because they're not as happy with them. Like, you have a Lexus and I have a Toyota, and I'm mad. Even though that's the same car. I'm just saying, right? Comes from the same factory. So, your car runs good and my car runs good, and you have a 2022 and I have a 2020, and I'm upset. There are people like that, and there are people possibly in your life that are like that, and will never tell you, will never admit it, but it comes out in their actions when they try to derail you from your dreams. Like I said, oh, you want to open a business? Isn't it a bad time to open business? I mean, it's a pandemic. What are you doing trying to open a business? What are you doing trying to change jobs? Why don't you just stay with your security? Or you don't have a job right now and they're offering you $14 an hour. Are you sure you want to take $14 an hour? Why don't you come over here and make $10 an hour with me, and we can like hang out all the time and go to lunch? Seriously? I've actually heard people say stuff like this. I've actually, like, some of the internet groups that I'm a part of, people have actually said this to people. Like, your kids are doing well, but are you sure you want to keep your kids in gymnastics or karate? I mean, there are child molesters out there. You don't want your kids to be out there with child molesters. But if my kid loves gymnastics and karate and I'm thoroughly monitoring the situation, why are you upset that my kid is thriving? Anyway, that is a vent of mine because I figure if I'm going through this, someone else is out here going through it. And regardless of whether or not you listen to this all the way through, if you did listen to this all the way through, drop a blue heart. But that's my message for today is, you have people out there that are oppositional. They're not necessarily evil because they're not actively plotting against you, but they are oppositional, and so that's detrimental to you, and you need to figure out how to get that out of your life, or to deny access to certain areas of your life, so that you can thrive and you can feel good about 11:11. You can feel good about your accomplishments instead of feeling bad for doing the best that you can. So, anyway, love you all, and I hope that you take this to heart and drop a blue heart. If you are new, thank you for paying attention. And thank you for listening. Drop a comment. I mean, are you going through this? I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one, right? But anyway, yeah. Y'all have an awesome day whenever you hear this. And I'll talk to you guys later.